Captain America Civil War. So essentially, Phase 3 starts off with Civil War, which is another Russo brothers movie, which is more, we've talked about this before, it's more of an Avengers movie.
Light. It's an Avengers Light. This is not a Captain America movie.
The second,
I outright him. I stand firm in that.
But not the second. The last third of the movie is a Cap movie. When they leave the airport in Germany and they get up and they have the whole end fight with. No,
it's not.
It is, because it's just Cap, Bucky, and Tony. That's it. So it's always Cap and Bucky.
Named
always Cap and Bucky.
And Tony.
Yeah, but Tony was the linchpin of the Winter Soldier.
I disagree with you.
I thought that part was fine.
I disagree with you.
At the beginning, but we get some cool stuff. We get Black Panther.
This is Avengers Light.
It is definitely.
Because here's the thing. You have Cap and Tony. You just have Cap and Tony. They are the cruxes of the Avengers, right? Sure. Okay? This creates the overall divide created between them, which doesn't get resolved until Endgame.
That's great.
Right, but that makes it an Avengers movie. This is not a Captain America movie. I do not allow it.
It should have been named
just Civil War. Just name it Civil War.
Avengers Civil War.
Sure.
/ Cap and Bucky go on an adventure in the
snow.
Go on
a date. I don't know what. Just call it Civil War.
Cap and Bucky are 100 years old.
Or Avengers Civil War.
Avengers
I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's not a Captain America. I gave it an S. I truthfully came out and said S. Did you give it an S?
No.
I love this movie, actually.
You gave it... I love how you're like... This is not right. It's not a
a Captain America movie.
It's an S for you.
It's an S for me.
I gave it a B.
So here's why, and I'm gonna tell you it's an why it's an S.
Because I'm down. I'm below A. I gave it a B.
The introduction of Wakanda.
Great. Yes.
Okay.
Very cool.
The framing.
Spider-Man.
And but
you're still on Wakanda.
I'm just on Wakanda right now.
All right, go ahead.
The introduction of Wakanda, the killing of the king, the rising of the Black Panther. We miss people miss that as a part of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
T'Challa
coming to power after T'Chaka. I mean that whole interaction.
Yeah, it's so cool.
This is Cap literally going to bat for his friend.
Yeah, against the whole nation.
Everyone. Everyone.
Sam's like, so what, you like cats or something?
I mean, this is phenomenal.
Yeah, it was great.
But
out
the gate, this is not a Captain America movie. We get Black Panther.
Right.
We get Falcon.
We get Black Widow.
We get Black Widow. We
Tony
get
and Steve.
And
Bucky. And then the airport scene, which we add Hawkeye and Vision.
Are you kidding me?
Scarlet Witch.
Are you kidding me?
And Ant-Man.
Come on.
And War Machine.
No part of this was a Captain America movie. No part of this.
Honestly, talking about it again.
Introduction of Spider-Man.
And Black Panther.
And
the next time, this is the next time we saw Vision.
We see Ant-Man go gigantic.
We see him go,
Are you kidding me? And Captain Zemo. Captain Zemo. Who comes in not just with the intellect, the way that he pits them all against each other, the way they stay pitted against each other.
It is an Avengers movie. You're right, 100%. Thank you. Though just rehashing the beauty of it, I'm going to raise it to an A. I'm not going to put it in an S. I'm going to raise it to an A, though.
Which is fair. And listen, I'd even accept you putting it as a B. But I'm a little surprised you put it as a B, particularly because of the introduction of Spider-Man and how good he is in the movie. Tom Hiddleston is wonderful.
Tom
Holland, whatever. Tom Hiddleston. I'm all over the place. I can't do names. There's too many
Toms.
people. There's too many people.
You got the first name right.
And the H.
That's true.
I got Tom H.
This is like the one Avengers movie that
he's not
Tom
in.
Hiddleston's not
He's
in.
not in it.
He's like in every other movie.
Crap.
That was good. All right.
So I give it an S.
Okay, so an S, an A. Doctor Strange. First Doctor Strange.
A.
Me too.
I love Doctor Strange.
So good, man.
And the first one is phenomenal.
Benny Cumberbatch.
Oh
man,
gosh, this man.
He is a dream.
I actually
looks like an otter, but have you ever seen those things where it's like Benedict Cumberbatch and an otter?
No, I haven't.
I need to show you that. It's amazing how much
just
he looks
put
like
it
an
up
otter.
here.
I'll put it right here.
Put it right here.
He looks just like an otter.
Dude,
it's terrifying. There's a whole run of them of otters making all these facial expressions, and he makes all the same ones.
I have to tell you, I personally
he was my first
believe.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
He's the only Sherlock. I mean, I know RDJ is great as Sherlock, but
but
not
comparatively,
a candle.
not a comparison.
So
here's the
Benny.
thing.
Yeah.
Two things. Number one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there. I could be wrong in this.
Go ahead.
I'm going to throw this out there as a hot take. I personally believe Benedict Cumberbatch being cast as Doctor Strange is the most perfect casting out of all casting in MCU.
It's close.
So what do you think?
There are
what do you
three.
Think would be?
My top three: him, Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and Chris Evans as Cap.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Tom Holland out of there. You're too partial. You can't.
I'm so partial.
Anybody cast as Spider-Man?
He's the first.
Anybody?
No.
Anybody? I don't care. I don't care. That's Spider-Man.
I was not a fan of Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. He was a Hollister model.
I don't believe you.
I
don't believe you.
I was not. He was not.
But in all seriousness,
but yes,
Chris Evans is solid. But the thing was, when he was cast, it was always really weird because he was already in a Marvel movie.
Right,
so we were like thrown off by that.
It was a little weird.
But I believe this was the most perfect casting I've ever seen. And
Benedict Wong as Wong.
As Wong, as Sorcerer Supreme.
This is funny. They're both Benedict.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre.
Yeah.
And then Benedict Wong plays Wong.
Yeah. That's great.
It's crazy.
I love it.
Those two, and then friggin' Mads Mikkelsen as Caecilius. Oh, my word.
Oh, and then the whole
Tilda Swinton.
I've come to barter.
I know, bargain.
Whatever.
I know Tilda Swinton.
I'm always a little off. That was bad.
Tilda Swinton she's
bad.
Definitely
outright
controversial. I didn't mind her performance though. I thought she was a good performance.
I thought it was bad. I think she. Listen,
I don't mind.
She had a great performance.
Right.
I'm not going to take away from that. It was the wrong.
It was weird. It was very weird.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't do the whole racist Asian dude that the comics did. But
true.
This was they were trying to swing away from that, but they went to it was really
way too far.
It was a very odd take. But Doctor Strange, great. All right, Guardians Volume 2.
I gave it a C.
That's 2017.
I gave it a C.
C.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You went B, didn't you?
I did not.
You went A?
I did.
Yeah.
So,
dude,
Guardians,
you're too high on Guardians.
Here's the thing. How many times have you seen Volume 2?
A bunch.
Okay.
I'm
just curious because it got way better for me the more times I saw it. There's such a beauty of one, I relate to the songs a lot, which I did with the first one too. But the second one, I really relate to the songs a lot. And
that's interesting.
Yondu's death is just like I still cry every time. If a comic book movie can make me cry, it's got to be an A at least. I mean, not obviously, but
I don't know if I've cried at any of these.
This is.
That's not true.
No, Captain America, Brave New World.
Brave New World. That was dumb crying. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, right. There was nothing about
having daughters.
Yeah, right. I give it an A.
I cried in Spider-Man too.
Which one?
No Way Home.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
For
I was
sure.
like,
I cry when it starts.
There's so much dust in
Now that I know what's going to happen, as soon as the movie starts, I start crying. I cried for 3 hours straight. All right. Well, very big discrepancy.
I give it a C.
You give it a C.
I give it a C.
Fair enough. I mean, it's still average.
I just think it's an average. Yeah. When you look at some of the others, it wasn't as good as the others.
It leans into more of James Gunn's laughiness and like weirdness.
Right.
And that turned people off.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like the whole going through all the jump portals and Groot throwing up like all the I thought that was hilarious, but I know it took people out.
Yeah.
And like Drax making jokes about penises and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was weird. It took people out.
There were certain things where I was just like,
so I
don't
still
need
appreciate
this.
it.
I didn't need it.
Yeah, I gotcha. I hear that. I respect that grade heavily. All right, Homecoming.
Well, you gave it an S.
I didn't.
Good. A.
I gave it an A.
I gave it an A.
Yeah.
Good.
It was
you could actually restrain yourself.
Not the best movie in the world, but one of the best Spider-Man movies, one of the best depictions of what Spider-Man is.
Yep.
It was just like, this is literally the summation of Friendly Neighborhood. Like, it was great. And Michael Keaton as the Vulture. Holy freaking crow, man.
Oh my gosh. I almost gave it an S just for Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's in this movie. S.
Michael Keaton is a flying animal super hero villain.
Him as Vulture, his take, also just the ending where he's taking his daughter.
Yeah.
To prom, and it's him, and they both know,
The best part about that is that it's like, and that's why again, I feel like it's the true essence of Friendly Neighborhood. It's like, this is like a teen drama.
Well,
like he walks up
actually a teenager,
girlfriend,
like you can believe he's a high school student.
His girlfriend's father is the villain. Like it's just a sitcom thing. It's great, man.
Yeah, it's an A.
So good.
It's an A.
We're in 2017, by the way. I forgot to say the year last couple times. Thor Ragnarok Phase 3 is long. So Thor Ragnarok 2017.
But it's so
good.
Excuse me. This I'm looking at my ratings here and I'm like, "Ooh, this is good. This is a good run." Thor Ragnarok's an S for me.
Really?
Yes.
I gave it an A. I gave it an A. It is
Thor
really
Ragnarok is one of my all-time MCU favorite movies.
The last time I watched it,
yeah,
I found myself a little bored.
Really?
Do
you think you watched it too many times in a row, though?
Maybe. I've seen it like probably 11 times.
Yeah.
But
I may have watched Thor Ragnarok more than any other MCU movie.
It's very good.
I think it's just so good.
It is. It's very good. It's very different.
Every part of it, I just believe hits. You bring in, oh my gosh, you bring in Hela.
Yes.
You bring in that dynamic and the fact that, Odin is now passes away, and that was what was keeping her at bay.
And now there's another sibling
coming in. Oh my gosh, and you got Carl Urban.
Friggin' Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie comes in. Friggin' Taika voicing Korg,
Thank you.
So much.
The levels stuff. Of dark mixed with comedy.
Yes, agreed.
They hit. This is the movie. And I said this before. This is the movie where they realized the right balance of comedy and then serious tone. And then from that point on, they actually started messing it up and going way too hard on the too far on the comedy.
They all tried to be Taika, and then Taika tried to be Taika.
And no, Taika lost his mind.
Taika was like, "I need a paycheck. I'm just going to do this."
Yeah,
I don't know what happened, but it definitely wasn't great.
Yeah, and because here's the thing, I go 2 more movies on here. I go 2 more movies, and then it goes downhill fast.
Yep,
hard, hard.
We'll probably get differ a little bit.
Maybe a little bit, but I started looking at this. I just had a run,
run of like all
B
A's
to S's.
Yeah.
B to S's, and then I look at this next run, and I'm in like the D's for the most part.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, not the next 2.
Not the next 2. I promise you, it's not the next
2. 18th movie, 2018, Black Panther. What'd you give it?
Hey, I love Black Panther.
I do too, man. So freaking good.
I'll be honest with you. Both Black Panther movies.
So good. Black Panther 2, sleeper, man. I don't think people respect it enough.
It is a sleeper.
It is so good.
So many parts are good.
Namor. Oh my goodness.
Not only Namor, but
Shuri stepping in, man.
Shuri is great.
Yeah.
But here's freaking what's his name? M'Baku.
Yeah.
Not only does M'Baku act as a great character in one.
Duke. Man, his real name is even cool.
Yeah.
Winston Duke?
Winston Duke.
Yo.
So M'Baku is great in Black Panther.
He's great in Black Panther, yeah.
But in Wakanda Forever, that man becomes
we won't eat you. We're vegetarians.
Yeah, I mean he becomes the person you want him to be.
Yes.
Instead of the person he's fighting against.
He's the big brother. He's the big brother to Shuri.
God.
So
God,
freaking
so good. All right. So but yeah, Black Panther was an A.
Infinity War 2018.
It's an S. It's an S. Get out of here. I just watched it again recently.
It's an S. Yeah.
There's no
Russo brothers back again, man. The Russo brothers have given you all your S's so far.
I believe
Winter Soldier, Captain America,
there's
Civil War, and Infinity War.
There are very few directors that I feel. Here's the thing.
I'm so glad they're back.
The Russo brothers give me more confidence than any other director.
I'm so glad they're back for Doomsday and Secret Wars.
And so that is the only thing. Not even. I'm going to tell you right now. It is not.
It's not RDJ.
RDJ coming back.
I agree.
It is the Russo brothers. Because RDJ coming back ticks me off, frankly.
But here's the thing. If anyone can do RDJ's return properly, it's them. If anybody can actually make the fact that they're going to take that actor and make him Doom. But that's what I mean, like.
But if they brought it back RDJ and didn't bring back the Russos, I'm out. Get out of here. I'm waiting for piqued my interest.
Waiting for VOD.
What is the line?
Video
you had my no. Oh, before you had my curiosity, now you have my attention. Yeah, something like that
for sure. Yeah, what's his name? Leo.
But yeah. Infinity War's an S.
Freaking great.
Infinity War's an S.
Yes, it is the epitome of Avengers movie, like a team up movie.
Yeah.
But it's very unique in that the teams are split.
Oh,
and so you're having to follow both tracks. And then it's even
so
more
many
unique.
Pieces. Right. So many moving pieces on the board at that point.
But the more unique bit is that we lose.
Yep.
And the hero of the story is Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, that's the more, like, Infinity War is Thanos' movie.
My only knock.
Endgame is Avengers' movie.
That is my only knock on Infinity War. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
Where I believe we needed more of a Thanos storyline in Infinity War. We needed more backstory.
Or more before we got to Infinity War. Like something before
Yeah, but I really think Infinity War was the right opportunity, and here's why.
It was risky,
when they go to his home world where it's destroyed, they do a little bit. They do the scene in the background. But I want to know, how does the Mad Titan become the Mad Titan? You know, how...
in the comics, he tore his mother apart.
Right, but in the comics, he's also the run of the litter.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's bigger people? like, and they died? Yeah. Like, what happened?
At his hand.
We know what happened in the comics. I want to see that in the movies.
I hope they bring, and this has been going around the internet too, but in Doomsday or Secret Wars or one of the two, I hope they bring the iconic scene from the more recent Secret Wars comic run where Doom kills Thanos.
Oh, yes.
Where Thanos walks up to him.
I actually,
and Doom's like, you don't have your Infinity Gauntlet. And Thanos is like, yes, but I'm still Thanos, and that will be enough. And then Doom reaches inside him and pulls his skeleton out his body, and he's like, apparently not.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, I think somebody made an AI video of that, and I watched it, and I was like,
this is straight from the comics.
That's what we need.
They need to do
something. Oh, you mean
something.
We need to do the comics?
Oh, yeah. They need to do something like that, though, to establish Doom's dominion.
100%.
Like, he needs to be
him as a
Emperor
credible
Doom.
threat.
He needs to be Emperor Doom, which means he needs to have all of the magic.
We need to be afraid of him.
We need to be. He needs to rip Thanos' skeleton out.
We need to see him rise above Thanos.
Yes. Get Brolin back.
Yep.
All right.
This is where it goes off a cliff.
That's what
fast.
I figured. 2018
goes off fast.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. What'd you get?
D.
You gave it a D. I gave it a B.
It's a horrible movie.
I don't think it's as bad as you think. I mean,
it is.
It's probably as bad as you think it is. It's not as bad as I think it is.
It's exactly how bad I think it is.
I like Giant Man being brought in. Lawrence Fishburne. I think that's cool. I like
how big did you get?
Yeah.
21 feet.
You guys stop measuring yours.
No, I want to know. Tell me. 65. Ooh, gigantic. I
liked the Ghost character. I think she's gonna be interesting in Thunderbolts.
She's terrible.
Ava, I thought it was a fine addition.
It's a stupid movie.
I might go down to like a C, but like I thought it was fine. And I love Paul
How do
Rudd.
we go from? Okay, so think about this.
Yeah, we all agreed, and then a B and a D.
No. You and I'm amazed by the number of alignments we've already had. This is more than I actually thought for the whole list. Yeah. So, but what I was gonna say is, he fights Ghost, right?
Yes.
And then goes on and fights Kang. Do we see issues here?
So, yes.
Do we see problems?
Yes.
There's a lot.
Wait. I see a problem with Kang. He should not have gone in. I think Ghost is an appropriate. I think Ghost is an appropriate villain.
I don't think, but I think
Kang is not.
But I believe actually Ghost is below Ant-Man and Wasp together.
Yeah, that's why they won.
Okay. All right, move on.
All right. Captain Marvel.
D.
2019. I gave it a C.
D.
I gave it a C.
It's a D movie.
I know. You haven't seen it since it came out, right?
Yes, I have.
You did go back and watch it?
I've watched it, yes.
Yeah. I went back and watched it.
I've watched a lot of these. Yeah.
And I still think it's not great, but I don't think it's as bad as what I originally thought. I think when it first came out, I would have given it a D.
Do you know what's really bad?
Yeah, I give it a C.
This is the best of her movies.
Agreed. No, Endgame. She's in that one.
5 minutes. My wife
with short hair.
Harley loses her mind every time she shows up in Endgame. We just rewatched Infinity War Endgame.
Yeah.
And she's where has this woman been? She's literally said the exact words. She goes, "What are we doing? Where'd she come from? What is this, Superman?
She's out.
What is she doing?"
You know what? I'm so glad they left her out in space because one, it makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
She should be out there patrolling the galaxy
for parts of it. Yes, but here's the thing.
Yeah. But they called her. She came back.
Dude, okay, come on. Nick
Fury should have disseminated her contact info.
Listen to me.
He's the one who had it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanos has just returned. There is no greater threat in the galaxy, in the universe.
Yeah, well, but
get your butt here.
100%. As soon as Nick Fury knew Thanos was here, when he got snapped, he sent for her.
That's
right. That's Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent for her as soon as he snapped.
Right.
Nobody else had her contact.
She shows up in Endgame.
Yeah, she showed
way late.
Well, no. She actually, honestly, if she would have come faster, she would have missed Tony and Nebula, and then we would have not had them rescued. So I'm kind of glad she was a little late.
But still, this is a D for me. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I agree. C, D, that's fine. They're both not great.
It's just not good.
Right,
you're a full letter grade ahead of me.
That's true.
For the most part.
Usually. Avengers Endgame 2019.
S.
I mean, I don't even think we have to talk about it. It's just
talk about a tearing up movie. I tear up that.
Oh my word!
When
Tony
Cap is just Tony dying. Yes, that's the basic one. Mine is. I shouldn't say basic one, but I mean that's
way to go.
What is the word? It's the stereotypical.
Everyone's
one.
gonna cry.
Everyone's gonna cry.
If you don't cry, you cry when they mention cheeseburgers.
No, I cry when Cap is facing off against the whole army by himself with half a shield.
And he says,
rips that on your left. On your left. Are you out of here? I'm just so many allergies.
I also love when Doctor Strange is like, "Is this everyone?" And Wong's like, "You wanted more?"
Yeah.
Everybody's there. So good.
That final battle is done so well.
So well. Did you know there's an instance where in the same swinging shot there are two giant men, two Ant-Mans. Like Ant-Man takes somebody down.
I did see that.
And then as it pans around, fans theorize that that's a Skrull helping out.
Oh, really?
So they theorize.
Interesting.
I'm okay with that. Okay. I mean, in other words, if they ever made an editing mistake in any of the movies,
they could just
scroll in there.
That's
scroll in there.
All
right. 2019. This is the last movie of Phase 3.
It is?
It is. Spider-Man Far From Home.
I gave it a B.
I gave it an A.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not surprised by that.
It's fine. I think it's a little worse than Homecoming, but not bad enough to drop to a B for me. I think it's good.
I would say the same thing. Yeah.
So fun.
Exact same summation.
All right, now we get some time off because Phase 4 is COVID time.
We didn't talk about Phase 3 though as a whole. Phase 3
right. Phase 3 as a whole is the GOAT.
Is the GOAT.
So I have 6 A's, 7 A's, 2 S's, a B, and a C.
What's the last one of 2? Avengers Age of Ultron?
No, Ant-Man. So Captain America Civil War is the beginning.
Yeah, so Civil War is the beginning. I have I have 3 S's.
Yeah.
3 A's, I think. 2 B's.
And then
a D. 3 D's.
3 D's.
No, I have 3 D's.
3 D's. Okay.
Yeah, because there's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, and then... Oh, no.
Just
2 D's.
Just
Sorry,
2
D's.
Dude,
yeah, because I was just about... Yeah. So
good, man.
It's an amazing...
It averaged an A.
Yeah.
In other words.
Yeah, for me, it's probably an average of an A. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that's a great...
Yours is definitely an average of an A. You had 3 S's in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
I love Phase 3.
So good.
I love Phase 3.
So good. Almost every movie.
Peak.
Yeah. And you know what? If Captain Marvel came out in like Phase 2, it probably would have been a higher rating, similar to the way Black Widow ran.
Maybe.
It wasn't to the caliber of Phase 3. Look at the movies it's surrounded by.
Maybe.
Okay, Legion. This video got away from us. We're going to have to break it down into 5 MCU Phase tier videos. That's right, 5. 5! So whichever one you're on, sit back, relax, and click that next tier video. We'll see you guys next time on the Legion of Comic Correction.